Hi, I'm Jacqueline. You might know me as a hypnotherapist slash intuitive counsel slash life coachy thing over at Light Path Therapy slash The Way in Calgary, The Way Holistic Collective. Or you might know me as the girl who sings and swears at shit at What's in My Bath. I wanted to come on here and talk about a few things. We are in the middle of a pandemic, and I wanted to remind you that however you are coping, whatever you are feeling is valid. Everything that you're going through is 100% valid. I talk a lot in my videos about how important it is to put yourself first. And right now, more than ever, it's super important to be putting yourself first and holding yourself as lovingly as you can. So it's so easy to get swept up in comparing yourself to others and how other people are coping. And it's so easy to get swept up in the idea that you need to be productive. But that's bullshit. If you are feeling productive, that's amazing. That's great. Get shit done. If you have the drive to get shit done, that's amazing. But if you aren't feeling it, don't judge yourself. We are currently moving through a collective traumatic experience, and everyone is handling this differently. It could bring up a myriad of feelings in you. It could even bring up past traumas that you had thought you had dealt with. So it's important right now to give yourself the space to just go through whatever you're going through. Do the inner work. Sit with yourself. Let yourself feel these feelings. And if you are struggling to really support yourself through these moments, thankfully, there are options for you. There's tons of counseling that has moved to virtual. So you can have a counsel session with somebody or a coaching session through Zoom. I myself am offering hypnosis life coach type sessions through The Way right now virtually. So there are options. People are there to support you if you need it. You shouldn't judge yourself for anything that you're feeling. We have all experienced losses of varying magnitude during this shelter in place thing that's happening. And yes, this is an incredibly serious situation. And the fact that you had to miss out on the thing that you were looking forward to is a small sacrifice when there are people becoming ill. However, you are still probably experiencing grief over that loss of that thing. And it is so important not to judge yourself for it. So let yourself feel upset. Let yourself get angry over the things that you had to sit out on. Go through the motions without judgment. Crying. Crying is a way that our bodies process emotion. So let yourself cry if you need to. Once you let yourself feel it, it won't weigh so heavy on you. It still sucks, but it's important to recognize that it fucking sucks. And you're allowed to feel like it sucks. Until you've allowed yourself to process and feel these feelings and go through the motions of the loss and grieve the loss, because it is a loss. Until you've done that, you may not have the capacity for much else. Trying to push yourself in other directions when you have unresolved grief will not result in productivity. You will likely feel more weighed down unless you give yourself the space to feel those things. And listen, we've all had things that we've given up during this time, whether it be something like a birthday celebration or an event that you were looking forward to attend. I do volunteering for a local community theater company, and we've had to cancel performances. And there's so many people who are involved in that and looking forward to this thing. So we're all mourning that loss of that thing that we were looking forward to doing. I, for one, have my band. We had a concert coming up this Saturday, in fact, because we're releasing an EP, and we had a celebration, a whole big live performance that we were going to have to accompany that, and now we're not. And I understand logically that it's important to sit these things out right now. It's globally important, and I don't want to underplay the importance of that, but I also don't want to underplay the importance of the feelings that canceling these things might bring up in you. And for me, I will take the time that I need to mourn that thing, because these things are big deals to you. They were important within your life and how it was functioning. So don't judge yourself for it. Honoring your feelings, honoring your experience without judgment is so important. It is a way to hold yourself lovingly. And God knows we could all use some extra compassion right now. And this is a way to give yourself that compassion. Drop the act of judging. Just accept how you feel and let yourself feel those things. There's nothing wrong. We are not within business as usual right now. So however you are coping is valid. Whatever's coming up for you is valid. It's okay to feel what you're feeling. And it is so okay to cry if you need to. Anyway, I just wanted to hop on here and remind you that your experience is valid, and your loss and your grief is valid. And it's okay to mourn that which you don't have right now. I hope you're taking care of yourselves, friends. We'll see you later.